Hello, ActiveSage here on the Sage channel, and really quickly, I figured I'd go ahead and play a little bit more Warframe since a fair few people actually said, hey, Sage, kindly play a bit more. This is actually pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Jupiter here, and there is a infested area here, which, if you don't know, there's a fair few different types of enemies, actually about 3, and then they have their own variations depending on what planet they're on. But here we go, we're on Jupiter, and there's these solar rail things, or these super duper rail things, and people own them, but this group has allowed access to one that has survival missions fighting the infested. So think Zerg from StarCraft, sort of. So I'm going to start this up, and you can see the level range there is sort of 13 to 23, and a survival mission, as time goes on, gets harder and harder, and it's pretty enjoyable to play through, I find. And also, I'd like to get a certain mod for my Guillotine, or however you pronounce it, to well, it's a stance mod that gets you actually use it in a slightly better way. Unfortunately, the mod has a, well, it's just basically FU to everyone playing the game. Here we go, hop in. My weapon setup is pretty simple and straightforward. Really?
You are here to distract the enemy.
Is it so bogus? By the way, this is a pretty cool environment, I have to say. I love this Cloud City area here. Nice views. Actually very nice. If you fall off, by the way, it just teleports you back up. Whoop. And no harm. But my setup is pretty simple. I got the Soma. It's a automatic weapon. Very powerful. My secondary weapon, and if I hop across here, there's air vents there, so it'll push me back up, is a wonderful explosive weapon that can blow up the whole world. And then my melee weapon is a semi-recent addition to the game, which is a shield and a nice little sword that I can swing. And overall has, I don't know, mixed results from people as far as I can tell. None of my stuff is really optimized mod-wise, except for maybe the Angstrom and the Soma. My frame, Mirage, which is a new frame, does not have really the brilliant thing there. By the way, if you heard that alarm, yes, first life support capsule, vulnerable. Wonderful. Yeah, leave no one standing. I get the point already. I'm actually going to try to use my melee weapon because it currently is the only thing that is not max level, which is level 30 right now. So I'm going to make our way up here and try to maul through some stuff. And you can see some other people have appeared here, teammate-wise. If you look at the top left, you can see them blue icons on the radar. That is because more people have joined, because this game has a wonderful automated system for matchmaking where people can join in progress missions usually until it gets to a certain point in which they can no longer join because it would be slightly unfair. And you can see there at the bottom right another person who's just joined, so now we actually have a full squad of 4 people, which is pretty awesome. Actually, yep, there we go, their name just showed up at the top right. I pressed Z to bring that up, by the way. So cool, full group. And you can see there I'm getting mods and whatnot as I'm mauling through these people. Now, of course, as time goes on in the survival mission, your enemies level up farther and farther. So right now, these are like level 13 guys. They're pretty much a walk in the park. I'm channeling by holding left mouse button and then hitting my melee button to give my melee hits a little bit more power. But overall, it's a pretty much a walk in the park. Go on, Kubro. I gave you a mod to break some of these open. You find any locked ones you can break open? No, you're just going to stare at them? Brilliant. By the way, that's a Kubro. It's sort of the big dog pet thing they semi-recently added to the game. Pretty cool. Let's run back out here. As you can see on the radar, a lot of people have run away. I do also have a special order mod that lets me see my enemies on my minimap because, well, let's be honest, it's infuriating not knowing where your enemies are, and it makes it a lot easier to track them down. And let's get my melee weapon back out, and that was not it. Here we go. Come on. Come at me. Come at me. And there, the glow that just appeared was from me holding the channeling button, my left mouse click. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and keep up with the team. As you can see on my radar, there is that little canister thing, that yellow icon. That is actually to indicate where the big O2 canisters have shown up, because you can see below my radar, there's the life support thing slowly ticking down, which doesn't make too much sense sometimes in these survival missions with infested, because you'll hear the Lotus, your AI person, or whatever she is, tell you they've deactivated life support, but they're infested. How could they do that? In more recent missions that they've added, they've actually fixed that audio so it says they're releasing toxic spores into the air, so it makes a bit more sense. By the way, this is that life support thing. If I was to activate that, I think my friend is about to. There we go. He's gone up to it and pressed his interaction button, and I gotta keep these guys off him. For a second there, he clicks on it, and then the life support jumps up by 30%. While killing these little bad guys, sometimes you can also go ahead and get small life support canisters, which will jump your life support system up by 3%, and that is shared between everyone in your mission, not just you. When this survival mode was first added, there were a few people who were having, well, fits basically, because one person was running around collecting all the little oxygen canisters, and the other people rather understandably, thought they were going to die because one guy was picking up all the O2 canisters. Luckily, the O2 is indeed shared between everyone, so we do not have such terrible incidents. And that guy just got semi-disintegrated. Let's head up here towards this other one. Frankly, the new melee system is designed off of you tap your melee button to cause combos, but you need a stance mod installed. I don't have any stance mod for this because you have to fight a certain boss, and let's be honest, it's infuriating to fight a boss, especially with a boss where you cannot auto-group it. You have to actually get a group together because it's a key-bound boss, which what that means is you need to actually build a key to get into the boss, sort of like you would need a key to get into a dungeon, so people can't just randomly be added because the key is actually used every time you go to it. So to get the stance mod for my weapon, I believe it's from Leviathan, the big boss that's hidden behind a key wall, which is, well, pretty frankly, well, it's just idiotic.
Should keep you going for a while.
Anyway, there we go. More O2. Very, very nice. And let's see, what do we have up here? I do actually prefer, though, the old melee system, because this whole press your melee button over and over again to cause combos is, I don't know, there's a lot of people who absolutely adore it, and the devs really believe it's a good thing, but I don't know, I find it very unenjoyable spamming a singular button over and over again and having to time it right, which I, for the life of me, cannot get the timing down because it's not like, held it for 0.5 of a second, it's press, hold, it doesn't tell you how long the tap should be, and I've never been much of a tap sort of combat gamer. I've been more of a shooter my whole life. The previous melee system they had I actually adored, but I thought it could use an update, was a system where you'd press and hold your melee button to charge up your attacks and then release it, which was really great. So if I wanted to attack that, I could press, hold, and release, oh, and I'd swing and murder him, and it would be god dang beautiful! But unfortunately, they took it upon themselves to change it to a system that I believe most people do like more, but I myself am not so fond on, so I shall suffer for the greater good. Let's see, what do we have here? I'm probably going to switch back to one of my other weapons as time goes on. You can see we're almost at the 5-minute mark now, and it's been relatively uneventful. If I can actually find an enemy, oh, there's some enemies down here. You can see now they're level 16. You can see that at the top middle of the screen. If I manage to mouse over one, it shows their level there. I'm going to press my number 4 key on my keyboard there and fire one of my character's main abilities now. And you can see it fires out this strange little sphere here that bounces about, and these lasers actually target and kill enemies. They also seem to target the Kubro, which I assume is some sort of glitch, assuming it's an enemy, but it doesn't do damage to the Kubro, so you don't have to worry about your little pet being murdered by these silly things. Oh, let's go ahead and wipe them out. If we can find another room full of enemies, it's really nice to use that ability I just used, because it shoots out that big sphere, and it tears through things, especially at this lower level here. So let's go up here and kill those guys. And you can see this game has a lot of mobility, as you probably noticed. You can do your runs and slides and melee when you do that, and do that in a swing, and you can roll and all sorts of nonsense. It is very enjoyable. Let's see, there's an enemy down there. I don't feel like chasing after him. Let's just shoot him, and he jumped off. Okay, he teleported back up, just like a player would. Very cool. Let's go ahead and head to the O2 tank. That way we're not down here alone. Oh, and by the way, I have a mod on my weapon that converts any ammo I pick up to the ammo of this weapon. So all that ammo there, even though it's for different weapons, like I think mainly it's actually shotgun ammo, I think, it'll be converted to this. And you can see our life support there was at 33%, and it just jumped back up because somebody activated that life support canister that we were, well, in need of. Shocking lack of enemies, actually, in this round. Now, the last time I was playing this a few minutes ago, it was pretty much non-stop combat for the whole 15 minutes that we were playing. Then we decided to evac. Oh, there's some enemies. You can see a nice little flying enemy that was just destroyed there. It actually, oh, somebody just disconnected from the game. Wonderful! But those enemies actually are basically infested machines that buzz about, and they'll actually spread poison. Oh, here's a slightly more advanced enemy. He can actually hit you with a poison thing too, which is pretty dangerous. It bypasses your shields and just eats away at your health. And if you don't know, your health is at the top right corner. It's red. Your shield, as you might expect, are blue. Your energy levels are at the bottom right of the screen. So if I was to go ahead, and there's a lot of enemies here, I'll press forward. You can see my energy jumps down. Oh, and that sort of missed, but it's going to bounce back off a wall and vaporize a whole bunch of enemies. But you can see as that ability keeps going, it continues to eat up energy. But I can press 4 again to detonate it, stunning enemies in the nearby vicinity, and allowing me to well, get the jump on them, and it'll of course then stop eating away my energy. Now, that is not actually commonplace for, well, we're actually about to be in a lot of trouble here. Holy hell, this is bad. This is really bad. I just looked at our life support levels. You can see I've switched my weapon here. I'm going to try to get ourselves over to an O2 thing nice and quick. Now we got 10%, 9%. Holy, get out of my way. Whew, that was close. There we go. Okay, no more melee for me. I think more enemies will spawn if I just kill them quickly with my actual gun. Kindly die, kindly die. Oh, that was my own pet I was shooting at, I think. So yeah, 33%. What was I talking about? Oh yes, the large Warframe ability I just used. Most Warframes, their ultimate ability uses about, I don't know, 100 energy instantly, but then it doesn't continue to eat it. This character uses around 50 or to 75 energy, but then it continues eating away because the orb can just continue floating around and murdering the crap out of people, which is pretty dang awesome. Let's see, this is a shocking lack of enemies here. I'm actually quite irritated at that. There's some enemies, and they're all dead. Oh, good. Some more behind me, as you can see on my radar. They're in another room. Let's see. Can we get in here and take some out? Well, this too. Oh, looks like they're upstairs. Yes, they are indeed. They're somehow stuck on the little railing here. And you can see there was a small O2 thing there that got us a little bit more O2. But unfortunately, it looks like we are going to have to evacuate pretty soon because there is a shocking lack of enemies to kill here. So there's no O2 canisters dropping from them. Oh, good. Get ready for a capsule. I suspect it'll take more time for that to spawn because it says get ready. The icon shows up on your radar, but it actually takes about, I don't know, 10 to 20 seconds, it seems, for that actually to fully materialize. It just says, hey, it'll be there in a bit. So unfortunately, as you can see right now, we've run out of oxygen. The screen's gone slightly blue, and it is now blinking around the edges. That means we're running out of shields because there's no more O2. So I'll hop in here. 2 out of 3 players here. The countdown at the left side of the screen now under my radar has now switched over to basically indicate that it's counting down to automatic evac since we're all here, or most of us. Here comes a third person. Once they get here, we evac. So yeah, I'm actually rather furious at that, frankly. Yeah, I'm pretty angry at that. Where were my enemies? Well, I guess I'll take responsibility for that. I was not killing them fast enough with that rubbish shield and sword. And I say it's rubbish because I don't have a stance mod, because it's hidden behind a stupid key wall that does not have automatic fracking grouping. So you have to go to their rubbish grouping system and attempt to find grouping. I'm not happy with that at all. Not happy with that. This game used to be very fun. Hop in there, auto group, yeah, go do a mission and done. That's cool. I had a half an hour awesome gameplay. Now it's like, I want to get that thing. Okay, I got to get a goddamn group together. Why should I have to fucking get a group together in a game that's called 1 to 4 player? Okay, I can go alone. That's cool. That's cool. I can do that alone. It's very frustrating. You know, I'm going to do that, boss, right now. I'm going to do that, boss, right now to demonstrate how much I dislike that frack off other guy in my group. You probably don't want to go. You probably already have that stuff. Look at him. He's got a prime stuff. He bought that probably. Awesome grooviness. Actually, he probably didn't. Yeah, he bought the icon, but not the actual suit probably. How do I get this guy out of my group? Oh, yeah, I have to hit me say leave squad. There. I'm all alone now. Now what we're going to do, go in here. We're going to go to derelicts. All this is key lock, which is wonderfully, wonderfully stupid. We're going to go through the assassination mission. Actually, you know what? I'm going to die if I do that because this frame is a squishy, squishy pants. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and equip my rhino with some goody-goodiness. Come on, wake up, computer. There we go. Got my bow prime, all this stuff. That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, now let's go ahead and do that stupid mission, eh? And let's go. Let's go derelict. Let's go. Not a capture. Assassinate. Come on, come on. Let's see if we can get that stupid thing, hey? See if we can get that stupid thing. Unlike the last mission, unfortunately, we will not have people just joining us automatically. We could have actually waited there and had people join us if it was any other mission in the world that's not key lock, but no, key lock missions, that awesome auto grouping system that this game had that I loved for so long before they introduced keys is completely worthless here. Anyway, let's go. Come on, skip your cutscene thing. That was a cool derelict ship there with this infested growth on it. Shame we get inside and it doesn't look like the same type of ship. That looked a lot like a Corpus ship to me from the outside, but we're inside and this is very, very clearly a, what do you call this stupid thing? A ancient ship, an Orokin ship. There we go. Oh, hello, bad guys. Goodbye, all of you. I don't like you. Shoo, be gone. And there's some more guys over there. You can see these guys are already level 25. So here's some floaters. Wonderful. Blast you. Hit that explosive canister. In fact, I'll run past some of you. I'm going to hit number 2. This guy has a nice shield thing. That guy just hit me with the rope thing. That's something recently that he did, and I didn't actually mind it at first, but when I start playing as a character, you know, like the Miasma guy, or gal, or Mirage, actually, she can actually be pulled when that rope hits you, which is, you know, okay, that's cool. But then those bastards, like that one I had just shot, he can actually then drain your energy, which is, well, it's not too annoying on some frames, but on her, where she's a very, very handy frame when she actually has energy to shoot at that big orb I was using, and her other abilities that I didn't really showcase. Well, it's actually kind of annoying when you get 400 energy stored up, you know, the equivalent of mana in this game, and, well, it's all gone all of a sudden. Well, that's just wonderful, isn't it? I just killed these pricks, and shaboozy. Goodbye. I said goodbye. Don't get back up. Anyway, I'm really wasting my time killing these guys. Let's just get to our enemies, shall we? There's no need to kill these guys. Let's just invert, go this way. Oh, goody goody. And get through this door. Okay, come on. I'm feeling so slow. The Rhino, the frame I'm using, is actually a very, very slow frame, so that's why he's a bit sluggish. And that didn't knock anybody down, so let's just go ahead and get rid of these guys, just so they're not running behind us. That guy was not a disruptor, by the way. Disruptor is the larger one of those guys that drains the energy that I was just complaining about a minute ago. And I actually didn't mind the disruptors in the old days before they had the rope. They were annoying, but it sort of made sense. You know, you had to be careful not to get near them or they'd knock you down and drain your energy. Now, they grab you from 2 miles away, yank you to them, and whoop, your energy's gone. It's like, oh, wow, that's awesome. It wasn't like I was already surrounded by stuff. By the way, the message at my right side of the screen there is from the boss, and he sort of talks to you and says, hey, why you destroy us? We're infected machine-y things. Well, not machine-y things. Oh, God. Well, that was just brilliant. That was just brilliant. Those lasers can tear you apart. Luckily, I had my stupid old shields on. That is a little bit cheaty on this character. Okay, can we not get vaporized here by everything? I said, can we not? Can we not? Thank you very much. Okay, let's get going. Oh, goody. Lephantis is talking to us again. Lephantis, that was his name, eh? I thought it was Leviathan. Maybe I'm mixing up my names. Maybe he is called Leviathan, but he goes by Lephantis here. I don't know. I've gotten confused, unfortunately.
Deep within this millennia-old infested ship.
Yep. Yeah, she was going to be blah, 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 lurks the Leviathan, Lephantis guy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, look, a boss battle has erupted. Look at my energy at the bottom right. I got 217. Let's see a head pop up. Come on, Papa Doodles, you son of a gun. Okay, it's popped up, and open your mouth, and whoop-bop. There is the main ability of Rhino. It's pretty powerful. It can stun things. And, oh goody, you might hear a lawnmower in the outside. It is just a wonderful day, is it not? Okay, so that guy there, he shoots out these pods like this, and they actually spawn enemies, which, I actually hate that. You know, it's a cool mechanic, and I love the mechanic, but I hate it out of an idea of, well, just... It ruins my immersion completely and utterly. Because how is it that this thing spits out a stupid pod? So, okay, that time it just spit out poison, but I could have sworn before it spit out a pod, and then people start spawning from it. And it would be cool if it spawned, you know, like, completely organic-y little goopy things that attack you. But instead, a lot of the time, what it spits out, and it's just spitting out explosives now, but a lot of the time what it spits out are these really stupid, annoying spawn pods that, instead of spawning goopy things like I just said a second ago, spawn wonderfully, fully realized corpus units. So here's one of them now, and I say corpus units, it's infested corpus units, so any second now, yeah, there we go. See, a corpus guy just crawled out of it. It happened once, that'd be cool, but all of a sudden they're going to keep spawning from that. You can see its health goes down a bit over time, but still, bit annoying to me. Bit annoying, and I hate the fact that it's just like a bunch of corpus or infected corpus sitting in its belly when it has apparently limited size. Maybe the idea behind it is, oh, did you just jump into the ground, you son of a donkey? Maybe the idea behind it is that beneath the ground there are hundreds and hundreds of little infested corpus buggers down there, so it's just really grabbing one and spitting it out. I can live with that idea. Maybe I'll live with that idea. I'll live with that idea and it'll stop stressing me out a little bit, shall we? Let's go ahead and keep battering down this guy's face. Of course, the pink bit is what you have to shoot. The glowy bit. As per usual in dealing with anything infested in any game, go for the bits that glow, you'll do damage. And let's just get out of the way. By the way, I'm just tapping shift to roll. Pretty useful. You can actually bind roll to another button. It's not too useful with this guy because he's got his super shield, but it's also useful just to prevent that super shield from going down, especially considering I only have 17 energy at this very moment. And of course, if I lose that shield, 17 energy is not enough to get it back up. I need around, oh goody, here's the other third head of this guy. Very nice. Yes, swing your big weapon, you son of a... Oh, okay, you're going to do that? That's cool. That's cool. Hey, stay there for a minute so I can shoot you in the face. That's cool, yeah, that's cool, that's real cool. Okay, I'm gonna switch my other weapon real quick and just see what this does. Oh, he's gone underground. Son of a gun. You can see there did a lot of zeros, a little bit of damage with low. I suspect that was just an enemy that was stuck beneath the ground. Okay! Wow, you're gonna come right up on top of me? That's cool. That's cool. F you. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Here, do your big sickle thing. Not that one again. Not that one again that I somehow managed to jump over. Yeah, do the... Oh, I thought you were gonna do the good one where you swing it down at me so I can shoot you in the face. Okay, you popped up right next to me. No one even told me. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, now you're under... Oh, well, that's cool, too. Wow, check that shit out. Oh, good, he's gonna do it, I think. He's gonna do it, I think. Hey, he did it! Yeah, I have some bullets! I missed! I missed again. It only did 36 damage. I should have kept with the Soma, the automatic rifle. That would have been more reasonable. Instead, I switched to this thing to try to conserve ammo on the Soma, and that was a massive, massive mistake. Let's switch back to the Soma. I still have over 500 bullets. Let's try to find somewhere with something we can shoot. Hey, can I shoot your face from here? I can. Very good. Oh, look, you got 2 faces. Is that not beautiful? You might notice there that I've just been knocked down. That would be because my super shield that I was talking about, it's actually called Iron Skin, has been disabled. But luckily, somehow I picked up some more energy, so I can press 2 and reactivate. And there's some ammo here. And as I mentioned earlier, my gun converts it to the proper type of ammo. Very nice. Okay, let's try to get some headshots in here. Yummy, yummy bullets to your face. Yes, indeedy. Ah, dearie, dearie, dearie. Part of the idea of this battle, too, is, you know, that keeps sending these enemies out like that guy that I just killed, is, of course, so that you can keep getting ammo, health, and mana, or not mana, but energy off of those guys, I believe. So that's part of the idea of having them. I still just wish they didn't exactly come from those silly pods, because those pods just rub me the wrong way. Why aren't you facing me? I need you to face me so I can shoot your pretty, pretty mouth. You're not facing me either. What is wrong with all of you? I'm over here. Face me. That's not facing me! Don't go underground again, you little... Oh, goody, you popped up there too. That's cool. That's groovy. That's groovy. Oh, yep. Oh, okay, you gotta do that. That's cool. That's cool. That's groovy. That's groovy. I remember when this was first added, it was, well, I soloed it then too, actually, because I wasn't going to go ahead and look in the group system because that's infuriating to me to no end. But, I remember going through here trying to get the 1 frame that drops from this guy, and to do so you had to run it, I think it was 3, maybe 4 times, so that was a bit annoying to have to grind up the keys, but getting the keys isn't actually so hard. It's just the fact that you don't have an auto-grouping system that bothers me really with this boss. And overall, this boss is relatively pleasing. He's gotten harder over time. They've buffed him, I guess. Oh, by the way, that's 1 head defeated, and it's apparently fallen back into the ground and slid back into the hole. Very cool. Go away. Give me the ammo. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. This guy, of course, is still shooting his little poison things that shoot out and then explode. Okay, now. Oh, you're gonna attack me like that? That's groovy. Go ahead and attack me like that. See if I mind. See if I mind, you son of a donkey. Open your mouth. Thank you. He listened. Wasn't that polite, everybody? Yeah, I also think they might have nerfed Soma a little bit recently, and of course they've been changing the way weapons work slowly, so you actually need like specific weapons to do better damage on certain enemies, which seems cool, and you think, you know, I have a big history of actually playing games like WoW, you know, where it's like fire does more damage to this and that. I actually don't like that one bit. I actually like my Soma just tearing through stuff because it was fun. I liked having weapons that just felt different, but we're all still pretty similar and powerful. I don't know. Call me a lazy gamer. Oh, thanks. You actually did. Brilliant. Well, that was very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. I was hoping you wouldn't, but okay. That's cool. That's cool. I'm getting really bored of fighting this guy. Kindly be defeated now. Thank you. And 1 more head, I think. Which one is it? That one. There we go. Open up again. By the way, my number 3 ability gives me a slight damage boost, so I'll hit that and... Oh, come on! Whatever, I'll hit number 2, get my shields back up. I see some blue over there, so I want to grab that really quickly before I defeat this guy, because of course this is only his first stage, and you're not even looking at me. I feel like a neglected puppy. Did you just cause poison to spew out in front of you, right in front of you? Thank you, finally, you look at me. Go ahead, shoot poison at me, see if I care. I'm killing you right now. So there we go, he's down, grab some more energy, whatever else is up here, ammo, gonna need all this in a second. So here we go, in a second it's going to activate a new cutscene thing, and we're going to go down to the next stage of this boss fight. Any second now. It's given us some ample time to go ahead and grab it. By the way, in the previous version of this, before they changed it somewhat, a large thing just fell down from the ceiling for no reason and caused all of this to collapse, and it was appallingly illogical. I hated it, but it was like, whatever, it gets us to this stage here, where you can see that it's actually a gigantic 3-headed... 6-armed beastie. And now basically you do the same thing, except for now it walks around with its gigantic self. Come on, open up again. Yes, 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 the other heads are attempting to spew stuff at me. I cannot be bothered right now. And then of course it's going to try to change its heads. And I didn't even need to jump because he was swinging way up there. Your belly's open, your belly's closed. I see pink, why can't I shoot? Oh, no, I can. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, you thought you were all... Oh good, my shields went down. I'm standing still too much, and what's happening is that they're shooting stuff at me, and also enemies indeed are still spawning from these silly things. So they're running up to me, and there's certain enemies that do suicide runs, so they run up to me and just blow themselves up, which is, well, slightly unfortunate. And did you see that? He just fired his poison things, but they actually shot out from there. Wonderful glitchiness. By the way, this game is indeed free to play if you don't know, and it is on pretty much everything under the sun. PC, PS4, and I believe it's coming to the Xbox One very soon if it's not out there already. So, if you'd like to give this game a go, you can go ahead and play it for free. And you do an awful lot of stuff for free. The main limitations of it is just that the weapon slots are limited to a certain number of weapons, so you'll probably end up switching those out for, oh, I got this weapon I don't like anymore, I want to try out the other weapon, let's sell that old weapon and build ourselves a new one. Go away, shoo, be gone with you. You gonna swing at me, or are you just gonna stop it? Oh, good. Good, you swung at me, but you missed. So and I wasn't even looking because your little buddies are running at me like idiots. Oh, good, now you're next to me. That's cool. You gonna actually do it? Cool, groovy. Let's jump that real quick. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? That was cool. Oh, what was that? There was some weirdness there. Okay, whatever. Oh, and that one hit me. I'm actually quite embarrassed. I'm sorry. Come on, open up. Oh, that one hit me too. I jumped too early. Now you notice I'm almost under him. Thing is, if you get under him, he does this big ground pound with his rumpus and slams it right to the middle. Let's go ahead and take you out. By the way, this is a pretty... Ooh, I'm actually in trouble. This is very interesting. Let's go ahead and run under him once. And he does his ground slam thing. Very cool. Let's go ahead and take you out so you stop chasing me. Let's try to get our head straight here because I'm making a mess out of this. And this thing is still firing from the wrong position. Dear devs, if you happen to watch this wonderfully ranty video, kindly fix that. It is infuriating to no end. And also, make it so your group system works. So if 4 of us have a key, it will automatically group us together. Yes, we will all use the key, but how about making the keys slightly easier to obtain? They're already pretty easy. So actually, how about just making the auto group system work? There we go. That's one head down. And you can see there, if I aim at him, you get his overall health, and then if I aim at a specific head, you get the head, or the health of the specific head. And let's go ahead and jump back down here. I think I saw a blue orb. I did indeed. That is the energy. So now I can put my shields back up and feel a bit safer. Open your mouth real quick, kindly. I need to finish you off. And you had slightly more health than I thought. Oh, no, you didn't. You blew up. And I appear to be stuck behind something wonderful. This is brilliant. There we go. I managed to get out of there. Let's just not do that. Apparently I was climbing up his leg right there. I did not even fully realize you could do that. And all of you, stop chasing after me. I'm getting sick of it. I said stop. Cease and desist. There we go. That got most of them. I think there's one guy here. Can't even see him in the darkness. There we go. Toast. And let's go ahead and keep giving you some bullets. Oh, wait. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. We were countless. Consume my spirit born. I don't understand that. We were countless. Got ya. What do you mean consume us? Be reborn. Maybe he's just talking about the Warframe you could get from defeating him.
Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction.
And then, of course, even though it's a huge, wonderful, semi-scripted battle, the second you defeat it, you took down the VIP. Like it's a very important person takedown mission with no gigantic pause. It's not like, you did it, you cooked out this gigantic ancient beastie. Which I actually believe I heard similar dialogue for that before. Maybe it just glitched out this time, I don't know. Anyway, picking up some wonderful ammo, and you see the giant hole we fell down into that big old arena. And actually, I see some mods and stuff down there. I missed really quickly. I'm going to jump down there and grab the... Okay, then. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's just wonderful. There's an invisible wall. Just brilliant. Tell me I can walk up this. Thank heavens. I thought I was about to get trapped. I'm going to go get those real quick. I really want to go get those real quick. Open this door. Dang it. Elevator, get up here. Thank you. Down, elevator. Goody. As I was saying before I was interrupted, there's actually no falling damage, so you don't have to actually worry about that. There we go, get all that, get these little yellow things, which are actually resources, so if I pick those up, I get them. And also the other thing, there was a mod of sorts. Okay, now I got everything of value down here, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Wonderful. Just wonderful. And now let's actually go ahead and get to evac. And evac in this is very similar to the evac on the previous mission that we were just in, where we go ahead and follow this green thing on our radar, which will take us over to the evac station. I'll pick up these here because I need more ammo for this weapon. I'm quite low on it, or not quite low, but fairly low. And I like to have my ammo pretty much topped out. And by the way, these are just loot barrels that have small amounts of loot in them. And if they are ever glowing red, be warned, they will explode and cause you some trouble. Oh wow, well the exit is right here. Shall we kill the guys up here real quick, just because they look like they need to be shot? Very good. Very good. Okay, and this is a loot room that I'm not too concerned with right now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to an evac, shall we? So there you go.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Woo! Yeah, assassination contract. The Warframe are basically just hired mercenaries that pretend to have a code, but they don't have any sort of code. They're just mercenaries. They fight for whoever they want. They're soulless killing machines, and the galaxy should be terrified of them. Woo! Inbox message. Oh, Ordis. Ordis so sad. I like Ordis. Let's go. Communication, inbox, and... Oh, look! Lephantis! Your actions have consequences. This basically means that next time in a mission or sometime in the future, this guy will randomly appear and try to kill me and probably be defeated in seconds by my Soma like he was last time. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you want to be a badass space ninja mercenary who just kills everything in sight, Warframe, it's free to play. It's actually quite fun, even if I've seemed quite negative. I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, and pretty stars. Because, you know, that's cool.